Look at this. AI just hit a whole new level, and chances are you didn't even notice. Most people still believe you need expensive cloud servers or monster GPUs to run cutting-edge AI. That was true, until now. Because what just happened flips the whole idea of AI on its head. While everyone's still talking about cloud-based models and enterprise use cases, Google just dropped an open-source AI that can run multimodal reasoning on your phone. Not only that, DeepMind quietly released a genome model that's already changing how doctors identify rare diseases. Claude turned into an instant app builder. Meta started poaching OpenAI's top minds, and even WhatsApp and YouTube are rolling out AI features that will change how you interact with the internet itself. In this video, we're breaking down the biggest updates in AI that just dropped, why they matter, and how they could affect everything from your phone to your DNA. This isn't just hype. These models are already public, already running, and already shaking up industries.
We have, for the first time, created a single model that unifies many different challenges that come with understanding the genome, said Pushmeet Kohli, Vice President of Research at DeepMind.
So buckle up. What you're about to see isn't the future of AI, it's already here. GEMMA 3N, the most powerful on-device AI yet. On June 26, 2025, Google officially launched GEMMA 3N, the most capable on-device AI model ever released. Unlike its cloud-dependent cousins, this model was built from the ground up to run locally, right on your phone or edge device. And somehow, it's still multimodal. Let that sink in. A single checkpoint processes images, audio, video, and plain text, spitting out results in text form. It speaks 140 languages through text and supports 35 in its multimodal stack. In other words, it's global, it's fast, and it's tiny. You can get started with it immediately. Google published the model weights on Hugging Face and Kaggle, added a one-click deploy option in AI Studio, and even lets developers run it directly through Cloud Run. GEMMA 3N comes in two primary sizes. The E2B model acts like a 2 billion parameter network, but hides 5 billion under the hood, running smoothly on just 2 gigabytes of VRAM. The larger E4B model behaves like 4 billion, contains 8 billion raw parameters, and still fits in just 3 gigabytes. That's made possible by a novel architecture called Matformer, a Matryoshka-style transformer where a fully functional smaller model trains inside a larger one, and it's customizable. With the new Matformer lab, you can dial in the exact model size you want by adjusting feed-forward widths and selectively skipping layers until it fits your hardware. Whether you're running it on a phone, a Raspberry Pi, or a low-powered GPU, you can get results without sacrificing too much capability. But here's the part that makes this truly groundbreaking: performance. Despite its efficient footprint, the E4B variant just smashed the 1,300-point barrier on LM Arena. It's now the first model under 10 billion parameters to hit that benchmark. Tricks like per-layer embedding optimization and KV cache sharing cut memory usage and boost generation speed, especially on long prompts and streaming tasks. And GEMMA 3N doesn't stop at text. Its sound processing layer uses the universal speech model to generate one token every 160 milliseconds, translating spoken language between English, Spanish, French, Italian, and Portuguese. On the visual side, it runs on MobileNet V5300M, processing video at 60 frames per second on mobile and outperforming larger baselines with just a fraction of the compute. If you're thinking, that's cool, but what can I actually do with it? You're not alone. And that's exactly why we put together the AI Income Blueprint. It's a free guide that walks you through 7 ways regular people are using AI right now to create side income, even if you've never written a single line of code. You can download it using the link in the description. Check it out if you want to do more than just watch this AI revolution happen. DeepMind's Alpha Genome, rewriting our understanding of DNA. While Google was reinventing what your phone can do, DeepMind was working on something just as radical. Only this time, it was aimed at decoding the building blocks of life itself. Alpha Genome quietly launched a day before GEMMA 3N. It's essentially the DNA-focused cousin of AlphaFold, but instead of predicting protein structures, it predicts how tiny mutations in your DNA will affect your health. This model doesn't just look at raw sequences. It ingests enormous amounts of biological assay data everything from gene expression patterns to tissue-specific behavior, and simulates how even a single letter change in your 3 billion base human genome might ripple through your biology. That's not an exaggeration. Cal Laro, a researcher at Sloan Kettering, said,
"It's a milestone for the field. For the first time, we have a single model that unifies long-range context, base-level precision, and state-of-the-art performance across a whole spectrum of genomic tasks." Dr. Caleb LaRoe, researcher at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center.
This kind of filtering has immediate implications for personalized medicine, especially in identifying rare disease variants that might otherwise go unnoticed. In Munich, Julian Gier's lab is already using Alpha Genome to pinpoint mutations in ultra-rare cancers that hijack gene expression. The model isn't built for ancestry reports or personality predictions. It's something much deeper, a potential stepping stone towards simulating entire living cells in software. And the kicker? It's free for non-commercial use. That's right. Any qualified lab or research team can use Alpha Genome right now. Commercial licenses are coming, but for now, the gates are open. Gemini CLI, terminal-level AI for developers. As DeepMind rewrote biology, Google's Gemini team launched a tool that's already changing how developers write and debug code directly from the terminal. Gemini CLI delivers the full power of Gemini 2.5 Pro to your command line. Fire off a prompt while you're in a shell session, and it will walk you through reasoning steps, offer suggestions, or help reformat config files, all in real time. You don't need to switch between VS Code and your terminal anymore, because Gemini CLI syncs seamlessly with Code Assist. And it's generous. You get 60 requests per minute, 1,000 per day, completely free. The tool is also open-sourced under the Apache 2.0 license, so developers can extend or modify it as needed. Mira Velasquez, an open-source software engineer who is part of the private beta, said,
"Gemini CLI lets me think through my code with the model step by step. It's like pairing with an AI senior dev." On Google Developers blog.
That's not just hype. It's already being used by solo developers to audit code bases, generate doc strings, and even help write test suites, all from the terminal. But Gemini wasn't the only one pushing boundaries this week. Over at Anthropic, Claude just leveled up in a way no one saw coming. Claude's instant AP builder, from chat to deployed app. Anthropic just took a massive leap forward. Claude, once known as the friendly chatbot competitor to ChatGPT, is now becoming a full-blown software development platform. And it's doing it all inside the chat window. Here's what's new. Claude can now write your code, compile it, and serve a fully functional interactive app right alongside the conversation. You ask for a flashcard generator, trivia game, dashboard, or even a multi-agent chain. Claude builds it in real time and runs it without needing you to open a single IDE. And the best part? This isn't locked behind some premium wall. The feature works on free, pro, and max plans alike. And because the bandwidth used by people visiting your app is charged against the viewer's quota, not yours, Anthropic is actively encouraging users to share and distribute what they build. In other words, Claude just turned into an app studio that runs from a text box. Early testers have already shared use cases like AI-powered trivia games, educational tools, productivity dashboards, and more. And since it's all generated through natural language, it means a non-coder can go from idea to live product in minutes. If you're liking this kind of breakdown, don't forget to tap the like button. It helps the algorithm know this is worth spreading, and make sure you're subscribed. We cover every major AI development the moment it drops, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Because as fast as the tools are evolving, the companies behind them are moving even faster. And right now, one company is aggressively poaching talent in a way that's turning heads across the entire industry. Meta's researcher raid, why they're targeting OpenAI. Meta just pulled off a stealth raid on OpenAI, and it's one of the boldest talent grabs we've seen in years. In the past few weeks, Meta successfully recruited 3 top researchers from OpenAI's Zurich lab: Lucas Bayer, Alexander Klesnikov, and Xiao Hugai. Each one of them has deep expertise in AI architecture and reasoning systems. On top of that, Meta secured Trapit Bansal, who's been leading the charge on OpenAI's reasoning models since 2022. And this wasn't a cheap play. According to the Wall Street Journal, Mark Zuckerberg personally authorized compensation packages worth roughly $13 million per researcher. That's right. Meta is willing to pay Silicon Valley unicorn-level salaries just to accelerate its next generation of foundation models. There's also a strategic layer to this. Meta recently poured $14 billion into a stake in Scale AI, which provides training data pipelines and labeling tools for large models. Combine that with the recent hires and it's clear, Meta isn't just building another Llama release. They're gunning for full-scale AI agents with powerful reasoning abilities. Why now? Part of it may be positioning for AGI, part of it may be catching up to OpenAI's rumored Q-star systems, and part of it may be internal urgency. Meta wants to lead, not follow, in the race for real-time AI utility. And while all that was happening in the labs and boardrooms, WhatsApp quietly launched something that's already changing how millions interact with their messages. WhatsApp's AI summaries never miss important messages again. If you've ever opened WhatsApp to find 75 unread messages and had no idea where to start, this next update is for you. WhatsApp has rolled out a new feature that automatically summarizes your unread chats. It works like this. When you tap the unread message counter, Meta's AI instantly creates a digest of what you missed. No more scrolling endlessly to catch up on what's important. The magic behind this is what Meta calls private processing technology. The summaries are created using encrypted payloads inside a confidential computing layer, meaning not even Meta sees the contents. You choose which chats the feature works on, and it's off by default until you enable it manually. And it's not just about convenience, it's a clear move toward making Meta's apps more intelligent without feeling invasive. Alongside this, they've started testing ad slots in the Updates tab, signaling that Meta's looking to monetize user attention without cluttering your actual chat threads. It's another small shift that signals a big trend. AI is moving closer to your personal life. Not as a standalone app, but baked directly into the services you already use. And just when you thought you'd heard it all, YouTube rolled out an AI feature that could completely change how people find and consume video content. YouTube's AI carousel and ask button, no more scrubbing through videos. YouTube's finally jumped into the AI ring in a serious way. And it's doing it where it matters most, the search experience. If you're a premium subscriber in the US, your YouTube search results now include an AI-generated carousel. What does that mean? Instead of scrolling through full videos or blindly jumping around the timeline, the AI shows you the exact moment your search term appears in each video. Each segment includes a short AI-generated description, and tapping it jumps you right to that part. Think of it like Google Snippets, but for video. And if you're already inside a video, a new Ask button lets you chat with YouTube's AI assistant to get summaries, ask follow-up questions, or even search across related content. It blends info from the video's timeline and broader web data, responding intelligently in real time. The Ask button will eventually roll out to all users, not just premium members. And it's a signal that YouTube is going all in on AI, not just as a back-end tool, but as a central feature of the viewing experience. AI isn't coming, it's already here. This month has made one thing brutally clear. AI isn't waiting around. From your phone to your genome to your favorite apps, it's already embedded in the fabric of how we live, learn, and build. Google's GEMMA 3N is now proving that even low-power devices can run multimodal AI. DeepMind's Alpha Genome is giving researchers new weapons against genetic disorders. Claude is turning anyone into an app developer. And Meta is assembling an AI dream team at warp speed. All of this happened in just the last few weeks, so here's the question. If a phone can run a 10 billion parameter model, what's stopping your company, your project, or your idea from doing the same? Let us know what you think in the comments. Which of these updates excited you most? And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. It helps us keep bringing you breakdowns like this the moment the tech drops. So, take a deep breath, check out the links in the description, and see you next time.